Dash is now accusing DJ Envy of being a government informant, and he even posted a paperwork that he says proves DJ Envy is an informant.
But it did break down that you are on that RICO, and that, in fact, if you don't or do certain things, it's going to mean that you are, in fact, a rat.
I lost $1 million.
And you went in because of DJ Envy.
Yeah, I did. I mean, you know, I'd known Envy for years.
My attorneys don't want me to speak, but I think there's things that I need to clear up a little bit.
I think you should listen to your attorneys. Why don't light-skinned people like to listen? Like, if your attorney told you don't say nothing, why are you talking?
Listen, so Cesar and myself did seminars. Now, the reason I did these seminars is because I wanted to uplift my...
Not DJ Envy being a federal informant. Dame Dash just dropped wild claims saying Envy only dodged prison because he snitched in that real estate scam. And now 50 Cent is backing Dame up, which is shocking since they've been beefing heavy lately.
Not to say that even Cesar was doing anything right or wrong, because I honestly don't know. That's between them and whatever happened. But did I say, here, take this money and give it to this person or do this with this money?
Ever since Dame started dissing Cameron, it's been tension nonstop. But the real question is, did Envy actually turn into a Fed informant? And if that's true, what does that say about the Breakfast Club?
You acting like a girl.
You move like an old auntie. You an old Harlem auntie.
I could punch you right in your face like a grown man. I won't.
And then we gonna
and
fight.
you won't do shit.
Dame, this is with the chatty patty, so just so
let's
you
not
know,
get
because I knew you was going to say
Nah,
that.
I've seen you run.
Yes.
That's it. I've seen you. I'm not saying I will. I'm saying no. Then your version of respectful is different than mine. We were on the street right now and you were talking like that. I would have you up. But I'm not going to do that. Nah, I wouldn't have got beat up. But I wouldn't have got beat up. Let's end this. So let me say one more thing before I leave.
I have so many questions.
All right. Oh, you're right.
How you want to leave? You can't get in your emotions and want to leave, Dame.
No, what I'm saying is when you interrupt me and you say certain things, where I'm from, the masculine man will.
Yeah.
But because wait, let me finish. No, I didn't. I said I didn't say I said I could, and you wouldn't do anything.
And we gonna fight.
I didn't see that on tape. You ran.
Yeah, because it was 4 guys, but that's cool.
Wait, ask what happened when 30 guys jumped me. Right, I went to jail. The last time I was behind, it was $1 million. I paid it. That sounds broke to you? If all my children, and I pay their colleges up front, they don't have debt, meaning they don't have to go on, that sounds broke to you? Every one of my baby mothers has 2 or 3 houses. That sounds broke to you? It's not about me. If you Google her family, or certain people I know, I'll Google them, they have no money. I Google the family office, $10 billion. Rich people don't put anything in their name. But you don't know that. You don't know that. And I feel sorry for you because you don't get to see the daylight. You guys, you don't. You missed your whole life.
We don't have anything on our name.
So then
I have a question about the book deal with Simon & Schuster.
Let me finish. Go ahead.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
What made you sign a book deal with Simon & Schuster as opposed to publishing?
Let's get into it. So here's the deal. Everything exploded after Dame Dash's last visit on the Breakfast Club. He clashed hard with Envy and Charlemagne, nearly storming out after they questioned him about his money troubles. You already know Dame doesn't play when it comes to his pockets. When they brought up rumors about him being broke after bankruptcy, he snapped, calling Charlemagne gay and even flexing about who's got the bigger house. Dame straight up challenged Envy and Charlemagne to show their house views, claiming they couldn't match his lifestyle. And crazy enough, Envy actually posted his. But let's be real, that was embarrassing for both of them. The whole thing looked childish, and for a man who's been rich forever, it's wild how insecure Dame still sounds about his money. But wait, things got way messier right after. During that same Breakfast Club episode, Dame dropped a bomb saying Envy was being investigated for RICO over his shady real estate scam with Cesar Pina. Envy denied it fast, claiming he had paperwork to prove he was clean. But Charlemagne quickly shut him down before he could even flash it. Now, here's the part that's real suspicious. How did Envy just happen to have RICO paperwork on him the moment Dame called him a snitch? That's sketchy. Dame's not backing off either. He's now saying he's got the real receipts proving Envy's working with the feds. He even tagged iHeartRadio and Power 105 in an IG video asking straight up, do y'all realize your own host is a federal informant? So what really went down between DJ Envy and Cesar Pina? Did Envy actually snitch on his own partner? Let's break it down. Cesar Pina, known online as Flipping NJ, got indicted in July 2025 on heavy federal charges like wire fraud, money laundering, and even bribery. The feds claim he ran a multi-million-dollar Ponzi scheme, scamming investors through fake real estate deals and bribing a New Jersey official to keep the hustle alive.
The problem, Dame, I have with you is you're a businessman and an entrepreneur.
I don't care what your problem
When people have a question to you, you don't want to ask the question, and exactly what you do to people.
I did answer.
You are a chatty patty, right?
No, I'm not. Okay, let's do this. Can I talk? Let me answer that. Let me answer that. Can I answer that? Can I answer that?
No, you can't come speaking. Like we just said, we're gonna set boundaries. I respected you. Respect me.
This is what Dame wanted, by the way. You wanted to come in here and call this.
He said boundaries. He said some chatty patty stuff that's absolutely not true.
So let's address it. Let's unpack it. Let's unpack it. Let's unpack it. Let's pause. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
So a lot of the things you say on here are not true. A lot. And I'm saying what I'm seeing in the algorithm is that you're being investigated for RICO, and that there were people around you that are getting charged. So why? Let me ask you a question. Of course, I don't expect you. Bottom line is, I already know you're going to fold if they come for you. You tell them. We already know that.
The SEC,
anyway,
FBI,
do not show that. Are you crazy?
He walking with the letter.
Sometimes let Dame make you say, come on,
that's the thing. No, hold on. You have to prove facts because he can't prove facts.
I can't?
No.
Everything I say, I be having on tape.
It's not factual.
What's not factual that I said?
Nothing that you said is factual.
So I'm not the chairman of Revolt?
I don't know. I haven't seen the Dateline yet.
Deadline.
You know what happens when feminine people get nervous and upset? Their voice starts cracking, their lips start shaking.
That's what you be doing when you be on Art of Dialogue.
Or you stand up and walk away like you're going to walk out.
According to the indictment, Cesar convinced dozens of people to hand over millions to buy and flip homes. But instead of sharing profits, he pocketed the cash and left everyone hanging. Now here's where DJ Envy comes in. The papers say Cesar teamed up with the famous radio host to run flashy real estate seminars across the country. Those events and Envy's fame helped Cesar build a massive online following, luring in more investors. But when the feds came knocking, Envy's name somehow stayed clean.
And, they did research. And I can't articulate exactly what was said, but it wasn't said. She sent me a message, so I'll play it. But it did break down that you are on that RICO, and that, in fact, if you don't or do certain things, it's going to mean that you are, in fact, a rat. And I knew that you would fold anyway, but allegedly. But this is what the paperwork, and I'm going to play it so y'all can hear it.
Anybody can go online and type in Cesar H. Pina. When they do, they'll see links from the Department of Justice.gov. They can simply open up the two links that you see here. The first one shows the New Jersey real estate investor and online influencer charged with committing multi-million-dollar investment fraud scheme, laundering proceeds, and bribing a New Jersey politician. If you simply scroll down, you will see the individual one. Individual one is clearly described as Pina's business partner, a well-known disc jockey and radio personality who resided in New Jersey. You go further down, as you can see through this video, it gives more description on Pina and his business partner. Individual one operated a company that conducted real estate seminars around the country with Pina. He's a co-conspirator. This individual one, who is a well-known radio personality, disc jockey in New Jersey. That only describes one person who we all...
He hasn't been charged and insists he knew nothing about Cesar's crimes. Still, several investors hit both of them with a civil lawsuit claiming they lied about the investments.
Me as someone that he is not speaking to. We have not spoken about anything. And he calls me and starts talking about some real estate shit. For me, that's odd. We don't speak. And now you calling me, telling me that your man's with the government and he could get the buildings and there's a list, it'd be me, you, and Queen Latifah and whatever the fuck he was saying, because I was walking my dog in the backyard, so I want to stop listening at this point. But that just sounded fishy.
And saying the only reason they trusted the deal was because of DJ Envy's face on it. So check this out. According to NBC, this scam goes way back to 2017.
I call 3 people. I call Clue, I call Fabulous, I call Joe Budden. Right? My Desert Storm family. And I said, hey guys, I'm doing real estate. This is something that I think that, you know, you should invest a little bit of money in, try it out, and that way you can do it. Joe Budden told me it was a Ponzi scheme and I was going to go to jail.
Cesar Pina was out here collecting people's money, promising wild returns like 20 to 45% in just 5 months, saying he was flipping houses all over New Jersey. But instead of investing that cash, he was pocketing a big chunk and using new investors' money to pay off the old ones. Straight Ponzi scheme vibes. Reports say Cesar was taking money for houses he didn't even own and sometimes selling the same property to multiple investors. Before his arrest, NBC even ran a piece exposing victims, and many claimed they only trusted Cesar because DJ Envy was backing him. One investor, Anthony Barone, told NBC he met Cesar through Envy himself. Envy was even present when they toured a Jersey property together. Barone ended up dropping $500,000 on one deal, then another $300,000 later. And to this day, he swears Envy's just as guilty as Cesar for the whole scam.
This was a 3-family, 2-bedroom. We could only bring $800 rent roll each floor, which is not that much money. If we decided to extend it, if you walk back there, you see we extended it. Now with the extension, we decided to make it from a 2-bedroom to a 4-bedroom. So now from 800, it goes to 1,800 a month. 18. We extended it so much, we have so much that we can extend it, we can actually put 2 studios in the back. So now the 2 studios will bring, you figure 18 is 2.
But that's not all. Cesar was also accused of trying to pay another investor, IG Rios, with jewelry instead of real money. Rios runs a custom car wrap shop in New York and had worked on Envy's rides for years. Reports claim Envy personally introduced Rios to Cesar and even vouched for Cesar's shady investment company, which now makes the whole thing look real suspicious. After NBC exposed Cesar Pina's scam, more and more alleged victims came forward online. And they all said the same thing. They only trusted the deal because DJ Envy was attached to it. Even people inside the industry started speaking out. Joe Budden jumped in too, revealing that Envy once tried to pull him into the same real estate hustle years ago. And what's crazy, an old interview resurfaced where Envy straight up admitted that Joe had warned him, saying, "You're going to end up in prison if you keep running around with what looks like a Ponzi scheme." And this wasn't some secret behind-the-scenes thing either. Envy actually brought Cesar Pina on The Breakfast Club to promote the so-called investment plan on air. Plus, there's real footage of Envy personally touring properties with potential investors, hyping up deals that turned out to be totally fraudulent. He didn't just co-sign the scam, he practically helped sell the dream. Even after all those receipts dropped, DJ Envy kept denying he had any part in Cesar's Ponzi scheme, right after Cesar's arrest.
So Cesar and myself did seminars. Now, the reason I did these seminars is because I wanted to uplift my community. I wanted to teach my community about real estate, things that I didn't know when I was first buying my first home. I wanted to teach our community about investing in generational wealth. Cesar, if he took money, I wasn't privy to it, nor did I even know. But for anybody to say I was involved, that's totally not true. I would never.
Envy addressed it on The Breakfast Club, repeating his usual line, saying his only mission was to uplift the community and teach folks how to build generational wealth. He swore he had no clue Cesar was out here scamming investors. But come on, people weren't buying it. How could dozens of investors lose millions and Envy somehow knew nothing? Even if he wasn't directly in on it, he still promoted Cesar after folks warned him it was shady. That's wild. At the very least, Envy put his name and brand behind the man. So when things started crumbling, he should have warned people. But he didn't say a word. Now maybe, just maybe, he was investigated and the feds didn't find enough to indict him. But that silence still looks real suspicious. Jay Morrison, so-called Brother Polite, both scammers hit that platform too. Now what do you think? Is Dame Dash really telling the truth about DJ Envy being an informant? Or do you believe Envy had absolutely no clue his partner was out here scamming people? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and share for more exclusive tea. I'll catch you in the next video.